Greetings and welcome to this year's Back to School Night presentation. My name is Benjamin Kapler. I am the video game design teacher here at High Point Regional High School. I'm going to talk to you a little bit this evening just about how our classes run and also the software that your children are going to be working with and using throughout the course of this year to learn about video game design. So just a couple things about our classroom to get started. If you haven't done so yet, you should definitely ask your child how they interact with Google Classroom and with our class. They should be able to pull up our video game design course in our Google Classroom. One of the things that can be done is that your child can add you as a parent guardian through Google Classroom, and if they do so, you'll be able to get access to all of the streamed updates, all the stream updates, everything that is going on in class. You'll also be able to check in on their classwork and the work that's been accomplished up until this point in time. You can check on their grades, and you should even be able to send me emails and stuff via that platform. If you can't do that or you have trouble doing so, feel free to look me up on our staff directory on highpointregional.org and just seek me out. It's Benjamin Kapler, BKAPPLER at hpregional.org. I certainly look forward to getting emails from you and working through anything that you might need to. Very good about getting back to people in a prompt manner. So feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions at all. Within our classroom, a couple things that you'll probably notice: you have a number of updates and announcements that are all located here within the stream. And then we also have just our classwork section. So everything that's getting assigned, anything that's going to get a grade on it, is going to show up here under classwork. Here are each of the different assignments that have been handed out to date, and everything that the kids have been working on. Up until right now, it's been a little bit of just thinking about the back end of and the structure of game design and things like that from like a large scale perspective. They have not gotten their hands on any software to date, but they are going to in the very, very near future. So where I'm coming from and kind of the main place that I'm building the entire course off of is actually like found in the announcement section back here on September 8th. So we have a curricular framework that was put together by a game engine company named Unity. And I basically built the whole class right around this curricular framework. So we are right now in this intro to game design unit. And if I were to just kind of take a look at like I guess let's look at some of the other things that are going to come up. Some of the big content units. We got critical thinking and game design next, game design theory to follow, story and game creation, system dynamics, game development tools, formats, asset management, physics and animation, environments and level design, principles of camera and lighting, principles of sound for audio for games, basic interfaces and build processes, intermediate animation and UI, principles of quality and functionality assurance in game development, and then principles of versioning and game release. So this is some really in-depth content that your children should know if they are interested in pursuing any type of career in game design. And I'm just going to bounce over to the Unity website here for a second because we're mainly talking about game development, but it's important to realize that the way games are built is very similar and actually quite the same as the way applications are built as well. So any other application that you interact with on your phone or on your computer can really be built very much the same way. The same software package that's being used here to build games is very quickly moving into other areas as well. So automotive and transportation manufacturing industry is using Unity for visualizing how cars are going to be interacted with and seen in the future. All right, so like that's a new industry here for game design. Same thing with architecture. and engineering and construction. So when a client wants to go interact with a building or with some type of engineering environment before it's ever built, the game design engine or the game engine that your kids are learning about is actually a means for getting somebody to interact with it. So to put a VR headset on or use some type of AR technology, like within that industry, is starting to become much more prevalent. And then film and animation. So one of the things in the past with film and animation was that movies were basically built inside of a computer and then they were rendered, like in a server, off on a server someplace, and it was like this standalone type of a thing. Well, now a lot of movies are being rendered like real time. So this Unity engine is great for animating and then rendering live or real time, so that any type of movie can be kind of put out much more quickly. So Unity's found some really great ways to kind of move into other avenues outside of just games. So this is a really great place for kids who are interested in this type of thing to spend their time learning. And there's certainly a number of opportunities surrounding all of these types of things that the kids will have an opportunity after high school if they are interested and find this stuff engaging and they find themselves to be good at. So I just wanted to kind of point some of that stuff out to you as parents, so you can help maybe have some conversations with the kids about this, and if they're interested in it, hopefully point them in the point them in the right direction as to what they might want to do after high school. So a lot of opportunity in this field and in this industry. It's just part of Industry 4.0, and the skills that are going to be necessary in like the next gen. So with that stuff said, I'll go ahead and maybe cut it off for this evening. I'm at about 7 minutes. I was supposed to cut it off and stop around 5. I have no problem talking for a really long time about this stuff. I'm a little bit of a game nerd myself, and I have a really good time with your kids in class. We have some great interactions and some really good conversations and things like that. So I enjoy them all and appreciate the time that we have together. If you folks have any other questions for me, one more time, my email address is bkappler, Kappler, @hpregional.org. And again, you can find me on that staff directory. If you need anything at all, please reach out. I'm happy to speak with you individually about anything. All right. Other than that, have a great rest of the evening with back to school night. I appreciate the time that people spent just listening to what I have to say and taking a look at what's going on with our class and within our school. All right. Thank you all very much. Have a good night.